what are the big players getting? So for us, we're doing top 10 people get a fireside in-person, one-on-one Q&A session. Now, there's some thinking behind this. Why do we do this? We do this because the prizes you want to give an affiliate has to not only benefit the affiliate, it also has to benefit their audience. This is something that like so many people don't get. You can get significantly higher engagement from affiliates if they don't feel like they're hard closing their audience on your thing. Because at the end of the day, they're like, I gotta save my goodwill, my whatever for my own stuff. And that makes sense, of course they do. So it's like, how can we make the thing that we're gonna give them something that's a give to their audience so it doesn't detract from the goodwill they have, and ideally it adds to the goodwill so that you ultimately benefit them and their audience. So you want a win-win-win. Win for you and for the affiliate and their people. With the fireside chat, the key is their audience is gonna wanna click through their link so that they can submit their questions so that the person who represents them can then ask those questions on their behalf. So this becomes very valuable. Like, oh, we're in the ATM niche. It's like, okay, well then how do we apply some of this Alex big business stuff to an ATM niche? Well, they wouldn't probably get that answer answered otherwise, unless it's like that guy's in front of me and that's what we're talking about for 30 minutes in person. Now, the next tier is like, okay, well, some people are gonna be like, well, top 10, that might be tough, but I think I can hit the top 50. Okay, well, the top 50 can be there in person. So there are approximations of this thing. They're still in person, and then I'm basically taking 3 hours, this is in person, all of this, at my headquarters, where I'm gonna do Q&A. I'll be able to answer maybe a question from them, but they're gonna be there, they're gonna meet one another, still super valuable, great experience. Okay, that's the top 50. On top of this, there's also a dinner that I'm taking all the top 10 guys out to, so it's even cooler. Now, what about the bottom guys? So 10 plus. So first we have to decide what is the thing that is the kind of bottom? What's the minimum activation point for someone to become an affiliate or a referrer that gets something, all right? This depends on how difficult it is to do. So if I said like you have to bring someone in person to my facility, like a gym or something, then it might be 2 people, because that's a lot of work. Now, if it's just like, can you make me a text introduction? It's like that might be a 4 or 5. Now, if it's just, can you get someone to opt into something? I have to make that higher because the friction's so low. I made it 10 plus. That's what I did last year. It worked great, so I'm doing it again. If somebody can get 10 plus opt-ins into my thing, for us it's the book launch, then they're gonna get multiple things. So number one is they're gonna get an audiobook that's not the book for the launch. It's actually a separate book I recorded specifically for my affiliates. 70 plus 1-minute tactics that drive profit in businesses. So it's just super bite-sized, very tactical, really cool, and I made something really sexy because I want that long tail. There's people who just want to invite their 10 friends or their Slack group or their WhatsApp group or their school community, whatever it is. They're like, I don't think I'm gonna get top 50, but if you think you're gonna invite 20 or 30 people, then get credit for it, get some free stuff. But on top of that, what else can I do? Well, there's also these 50 other seats on this day over here. Well, I could just say top 100, but wouldn't it be more valuable to say, hey, I'll raffle these off to 50 of the people who get this? So that's what we're doing. So this is the offer. This is the thing that we give away. The stuff that we want to do is, number one, you want it to be big and sexy. Number two, I like things that are unscalable, especially at the top. Of course, I can't do a fireside chat with 1,000 people. It wouldn't work for them, wouldn't work for me, it wouldn't work. But how can I create something great that many people would want and then create varying levels of approximation to this? Which then adds in the last piece here, which is everybody who's over that 10 gets a recording. The top 10 guys get to be in person with their questions answered and a dinner. The top 50 get 3 hours and a shot at getting their question, but they're still in person and they still get the experience. If you're in the just 10 plus opt-ins, you're gonna get an audiobook, you're gonna get a shot at getting in the room, and you're still gonna get a recording, which is an approximation of that. So I try to think, how could this be something that would benefit their audience and benefit them and ladder our way up to performance? I'll spend 2 days on just coming up with this stuff. The amount of different permutations we came up with to try and make this clear and simple and compelling and beneficial to every party was tough. But now we fit it in and you're like, oh, well, it seems obvious.